Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go back to Let's Play Business Evangile. We've got another route to do. So we're gonna jump back. 6, 4, 3. We jump back all the way to 3. Loading number 30. So 4 stays the same port. This one now. Okay. Now I've already done Ritsuko. So we'll do this again. Another D20. And if it's 3 or 7 or 11 or 14 or 17 or 9, no, if it's 3 or 7 or 11 or 14 or yeah, it's weird. Or 40 or 18, not 7, 18. Right. I'm confused. If it rolls to X to 4 plus 3 or 8 plus 3 or whatever, I'll reroll. 17. Okay. Well, I thought of love, the first thing that appeared in my head was Shiho. But to be honest, I didn't know if it was real love or not. Maybe the other girl I liked after all. I'm just not a well-known guy. Oh, with happiness. We've seen all this, you can go back. If new text pops up, then if new text pops up, it'll go back to not sleeping anymore, so you watch this craziness. I'm not doing anything, I'm just letting it go. Oh yeah, I beat some guy. I was going to fast forward a lot because you recall, then that happened, and this happened, then this happened, and then I got expelled again. Clearly. This happened. No, this happened. If you didn't read this fast, I want to meet you. And then that happened. In fact, the day this goes up is the day after the video that I had this first time went up. This happened, and she falls, but I save her. Because I didn't have a choice. If I didn't have a choice, I probably would have at least tried. So to the bottom would have been better, but whatever. And then this happened. Which goes up today. This goes up. This happens to go up, actually. Right, assuming because of what I titled it, so. Going. Eventually, we get to another choice I have to make an option. That's not going to change. Okay. Chiho, maybe? Maybe Chiho? But of course, they're afraid of saying that out loud. And then it's just password again. I don't want to turn this off ever again. When we reach the point where the path actually splits. We just went by the route where you can actually start doing the routes. That's when the auto forwarding text will just stop being a thing. We're playing the game of life now. Personally, I play Monopoly, but that's just me. Arcus Chiho. Pyrophobe. Whatever. Maybe besides you see psychiatrists about that. That's not normal. Well, not just be afraid of anything, actually, to be honest. Fear is a natural part of growing up. Some are good, some are not. It depends on what you're afraid of and whether it's rational or not. Almost there. Summer camp has the bit of different dialogue. The one that says, and then the one after the Starlight Festival actually begins. So, here's the first bit of dialogue change on which chart you're going for. Which I still have a chance to completely screw this up. I get the roast ending, which I'll do after I get all 4 routes. Because if I did this happiness, I know not everyone's gonna put me down on DLC, so I didn't want to do with happiness right out of the gate. Also, that means I have more to record. Who want to come to me? Well, or she want to come to me? I come to me. You say stuff to land into the water once in a while. You still have swimming class, don't you? That's very true. Whenever we go to camp bonus for summer camp, you can take the test in the lake to be a swimmer. You have to swim the way to the dock, out and back, and out and back 4 times, 3 times front, any front stroke, bend, last time momentary backstroke. I can't do it in that. I can't do it in the lake, but I can do it in the pool because the lake has there's nothing to break the waves. Most pools have wave breakers actually. Well, sure, but pools like lake. So she was like that too. She said that she was glad of the lake since you can't go to the ocean. Can't go to the ocean? So waves can't show their bare skin. I guess it's true of Vincent's girls. Even though she was one of them, she acted like she was separate. Probably because she only entered school during final course. I had heard students refer to it as a final course tourist several times. How you been lately? What do you mean, how have I been? Are people still treating you like a tourist? We're in classes, so I bet if we were in the same class, I wouldn't have to worry so much. You don't have to worry. Right. Well, the people haven't called me that anymore. Maybe it's because I joined the White Lily Society. I see. I'm glad to hear that. But I'm sure I'm exhausted. She was stretched out, holding her arms up above her. I love running, but I'm just no good at swimming. That reminds me. I thought I saw you flailing a little from the boat. Yeah. It's weird. I figure you used to float pretty well. So yeah? You sure that was the right thing to say? Huh? Oh, nothing. The way she stretched up her chest on display so the inappropriate comment just slipped out. Yeah, you never pick up on that. I know I did. I don't want to point it out because it's gee, you know? What are you looking at? Well, I wonder. For heaven's sake. She heard herself objectively and turned a day and a half. We walked a little longer in silence before I spoke again. Sorry, are you mad? Not mad. Just even so, she ears were red and she wouldn't look at me. The sound of her footsteps filled the silence between us. It's so weird. When I started to notice this. By this I meant the fact that my childhood friend was a woman. You know, I know what gender my childhood friends are, and will be, unless that changes. And one of them has changed, but that's not important. What's important is that I know what they are and what they would become at the start. I here, being an idiot, had no clue. How had it been at our last school? He taught to auxiliary. At that time, naturally, I most hung out with other guys, so I didn't speak to Chiho that often in school. Of course, it was because we weren't close. How conscious was I at the time that Chiho was a girl? She had the same way with her as did my male friends, so I clearly was conscious of it on some level. But even though it wasn't that long ago, I still couldn't quite remember how conscious of it I was. By the way, can I ask? At last, Chiho turned back to me, the brush gone from her face. How's the injury? Remember, we cracked our head open? That happened. She had touched my head. Oh, doesn't hurt at all anymore. Doctor said I only shaved that one spot. Huh? Where is it? You probably can't see it in the dark like this. The sun's still up, Messiah. I see. But I suppose I was acting strangely then. My conscience was hazy then, so I didn't completely remember what Chiyo had said. I remember what I had said, what I had tried to say. Then I remember what happened that summer. My words had been so disjointed, maybe what I meant to communicate hadn't gotten through. Maybe it's like Chiyo hadn't really hunted me after I got back from the hospital too. In that case, I better talk to her again and make it clear. I couldn't leave things like this. Lisa-san acts so strangely too. What? Lisa-san? Oh, nothing. By the time I made it down the mountain road right back to the campus, the sky was already dark. Thanks. For what? You know, for walking me down. Curses. No progress. Didn't have to thinking. We're childhood friends. Well, that's true. Hey, why did you lie? Huh? About what? I'm a bad swimmer. Besides, you swim like a fish ever since elementary school. You don't say in front of everyone because I figured you had a reason, but... Oh. Yeah. Naturally, there was no fooling my childhood friend. What should I do? Should I tell her now? If I told her the truth that it was to hide my scar from recess she would make the connection to that. I promised to work that summer. That's why I had tried to tell her back in Clock Tower. It wasn't... What? Because this will get bad? Bad? Bad how? She got over this. Why is it praying that he is dumb? Please don't be dumb with me. I seriously don't know what you're talking about. Why are you blushing? Shut up! Why was she mad at me? Come on, Chi, if you have something to say, just say it. You know, you skipped out because you were worried about having actually seen girls in the swimsuits. Huh? Don't say huh. You told me to say it, so I said it. That's true, but she got my cheeks and pulled. Oh well, you're kind of putting me on. Oh yeah, you kind of put me on the spot. I just didn't expect you to say that. Ugh. You got a pretty dirty mind. That's not true. That is completely not true. I do not. Girls don't have dirty minds. I don't want to hear the excuse from a boy. Well, Kunoe told me there was a time with Miriko-sama when you were locked in your room. She said that you reacted. But what are you talking about? Well, I mean, you sounded pretty serious about it. Kunoe-chan really did have strange ideas about these situations. So? She would turn away, evasive about the question. Is that the reason why? No, that wasn't the reason why. Debbie? Who could it be? Hello? Ah, yes. I'm sorry, I'll be right there. Who is it? It's the guardian. She said she was going to walk me back to the lodge and I was wondering where I was. Ah. Where should we going? See you tomorrow. Right. Perhaps it had taken an odd turn and I hadn't been able to tell her. I was at home waiting until next time. So I saw myself, but in the end, maybe I was just nervous about revealing the truth. Right then. Let's go. It's full throttle time. Are you gonna see Chiho? Chiho. Ah, but Messiah. I had a little laugh. What's wrong? I'm so shocked. You were just took my signature, aren't you? So everyone else be up, to be fair. Well, that's true, but you mind if I sit down? She nodded wordlessly. I don't expect it, that's all. You weren't? Well, never mind. She faced off and she spoke. Yeah, in fact, because these stars outside my front door and back door, except that about the summer of last year, 2017, they put up lights on my street. No one comes down here. It's a dead-end street. But no, they just put lights up. It bugs me because now there's so much light pollution I can't see the stars outside my house anymore. At all, no matter how clear it is. It bugs me. I have to go out to the park to even get a chance to see them. And sometimes you can't go to the park because they closed the gates. Stupid. You can't see the stars. It's because of the mountains. Yeah, so there are times I got to look up at the stars like this. Yes, since we ran off to escape our debt, I never had time to relax like this. That reminds me, I didn't tell you what you were doing that whole time. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's true. Didn't want to talk about it? I shook my head. It's not that, but it wasn't much fun.
それでも聞きたいのよ。離れ離れになっていた間、あんたに何があったのか、どんな暮らしをしていたのか。
You so I wanted to hear about it. I wanted to know what happened to you while we were apart. What kind of life you had. Okay. And so I told her. None of it was interesting, of course. Just playing with my father, doing debt collectors, working part-time jobs, having any real fun. Playing video games all day, taking naps sometimes. Wait, that's me. I impact this story of my daily life.
そっか。あんたも本当。
See.
苦労したんだね。
I see. You went through a lot. I guess so. Actually, there was one time I got to look up at the night sky like this. Oh? It was at the equator.
赤道?
What? Equator? I was on a TV boat. The other captain and I talked about a lot of stuff.
なんか、マサヤのこと尊敬しちゃいそう。
Actually, there's a whole equator. It shows only on the north side, other on the south, and if you put it on the middle, it just goes straight down. I've seen that. That is incredible. That's an incredible thing that nature can do. It's great. I really admire you, Messiah. Come on, get serious. I laughed off the camera and assumed it was a joke. She looked at me seriously.
あんた、私の知ってるマサヤだよね。
You are the Messiah that I know, aren't you? Huh?
なんか、
Well... She would head off and dried her eyes. I was honestly at a loss for words. Is she crying? The moon wasn't out yet, but the starlight was quite bright. She was out sparkling with dew.
私たち、ずっと一緒だったでしょ。でも、丸一年も何の連絡もなくて。
We were together for so long, you know. Then you went a whole year without calling me.
そうなると、幼馴染なんていう関係も、なんだか、夢とか幻みたいに感じちゃって。
This made me think that child-friend relationship was just an illusion. What are you talking about? I could understand where this was coming from. Couldn't understand, sorry. You're only apart a year. What could change? I'm sorry I never tried to contact you, but I told you why that was. Because of the face something might happen to her, or because if I did call her, I might be tempted to return.
寂しかったのよ。私、本当に寂しかったの。
I was just so lonely. Shiho. I hesitated for a moment, then Gemma took her arm and drew her into an embrace. I'm sorry, I wanted to distance myself from my friends. That's why I didn't contact you. And that was selfish of me. I should have at least let you know. I'm really sorry. Gemma pushed my arms away. I let her go. She looked at me straight in the eye.
私、一つ確認しなくちゃいけないことがあるんだ。
But something I already have to know. What is it?
正直、聞くのは怖い。でも、今聞かないと、私のこの気持ち、
Guys, put
どうしたらいいか。
you guys put your food into the bottle. That's what I do. Just shove it in the puzzle cap and sell this job and move on. If it asks, but if don't ask, then my feelings, I didn't know what to do with them.
夏祭りのことなんだけど、あんた、本当は行ったの？
Oh boy. Isabel's confessed. Did you go after all?
リセさんと。
With Rise-san? Yeah. I nodded firmly. I'm sorry, I even lied to you, just so I could go to the summer festival with some girl I'd only just met. It took a long time to realize that was Rise-san. I lost the memory.
記憶？
You lost the memory? I hit my head in the incident. Seems like I had some trauma.
そっか。時計台で頭を打った時、あんたが言おうとしていたの、そのことなんだよね。
I see. So that's what you were talking about when you hit your head in the clock tower? I nodded again. I'm really sorry.
なんで謝るのよ。
Why are you apologizing?
あんたはリセさんを選んだ。それはそれだけのことで、別に謝るようなことじゃないでしょ。
He says Rise-san. It is what it is. It's not something you need to apologize for, right? Chiyo just trembled. The dewy shine returned to her eyes. That's true, I guess. Turn my eyes downward. But I did bear her a promise. That's the truth. And your mom told me later that you brought a new yukata. Please, don't say it. She covered her ears and shook her head. I held my tongue. She breathed heavily a few moments as if trying to hold back tears that wiped fiercely out of her eyes. Your son told me that she was with a boy in the shrine when the incident happened. When you told me about it, I thought it might have been you, you know? But the two of you never acted like it. But then, they said that you had forgotten. That only makes sense. Your son probably didn't recognize you because of the hat. Yeah, probably. Hey, why did you use Rise-san or who you just met over me? It's because... For the first sight? Is that why you lied to me? That's not what it was. It was the truth, but Chiyo probably saw it as just another excuse. Chiyo nodded as she hadn't heard my response. That's why I was so shocked before. But I don't want to lose Rise-san. No, it's not about winning or losing. Chiyo turned her stained eyes towards me. I just didn't want to give up. Shiho. He showed her again, but just looked past me and stood up. Looked up at her in silence. No matter how bright the light of the stars, I couldn't make out her expression at this distance. But I could see that there was something shining in her eyes. When you first came here, I called you traitor and I slapped you. That was all my misunderstanding. You're gonna slap me again? This time, this is saying is there. Yeah. I see. Traitor. There's not the anger of that first time in her words, yet somehow that made her run deeper. Oh, she just slapped me again. That's good. I don't want to feel heavy like I said the third time. It would become more awkward than the first two times. The opposite at which she spoke the word showed just how serious she was. The fact that she didn't slap me showed that she meant it. My eyes unfocused. I stared down at the wrinkles on the blanket where she had been sitting, then turned to look in the direction she had walked off. In darkness I couldn't tell where she was. She started to rise. I wasn't sure if I should chase her or not, but someone appeared beside me. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, Rise-san. I find that hard to believe, but whatever. Don't get the wrong idea. I wasn't watching you two or anything. But, listen, you do stand out as the only boy here, so... yeah. You're getting close, weren't you? And then, Chiyo-san left. I sat slowly back down. I'll leave it to your thoughts. Salutations. I lay down on the bed and stared blankly up at the sky. There was no misunderstanding. None. I lied to her and put a girl I had just met ahead of my childhood friend. That was the truth. Yeah, I didn't want to give up on Chiyo just because of that. That's right, I didn't want to give up either. And thus, we have begun Chiho's route. And have already been introduced to our problem.
第17話あの日そして今
You said the tag team is different, and they didn't just get completely screwed over. That's it for this episode of What's Memphis Evangile. Next time, What's Memphis Evangile, we're gonna see Chiho's route. See if we resolve that problem.